Okay, I just would like to highlight the key benefits that I can learn from NLP. First of all, I start by the intention. I joined the NLP because I would like to become, to be more effective in coaching, especially with the person that has the person that cannot control his or her emotional state without my presence. Because normally I provide the coaching service, and I've often deal with a person that they are able to control their emotional state with my presence, with the presence of coach. But without my presence, they come back to their frustration and so on. So through the NLP course, I can apply several models to help. So I'm just mentioning about the building rapport. With the NLP, I can see that we can shorten the process of building rapport. For salespeople, how the first phase to approach the new customer is try to probing their needs. But if we cannot build the rapport fast with the new customer, we cannot probe their needs. But with the IQ from NLP, we can build rapport easily by using observation of their IQs and using the right verbs to communicate with them. We can build the rapport faster. So I think this is the added value for salespeople and also for the HR person. You know that for HR person, especially those are in charge of recruitment, we have to ask the questions to explore the real evidence in the past. What if the candidate, due to his or her emotional state, his or her the candidate cannot share the true story? So by NLP techniques, we can build the rapport with the candidate faster. So I think this is the second added value. The third one for the added value for the coaching ability is, I would say that one of the key challenges for the people managers is to change the bad habits of the employees to have a new habits. One of the bad habits is the procrastination. So most of employees, they would like to change to a new skills, but they are really always try to find the reasons to not apply the new skills. So with the NLP techniques, we can apply several models so that we can help them to build the new habits. This one, coaching skill, I would say I learned many coaching skills theories, but the coaching skills theories cannot help to build the new habits as fast as soon as NLP. So I think these are the three main added values for anyone involved in coaching, building rapport with the new person. And for myself, I think that I just would like to come back on the mindset. I mean the spiritual, because I learned in psychology, in personality, my style is dominance and influence. So with my style, I'm easy to set the objectives for anything I do. And I'm very easy to influence people. But how about the steadiness person? And how about the compliance person? These are the people that are very good in discipline, in rules, in process. But especially for the talkative person, sometimes they are lack of objective in doing something. So when they get used with the routine job, they are not able, or they are very weak in setting a long-term purpose. So with NLP can help them to refrain by themselves, and they can set a long-term purpose for them. So I think this is from my point of view. I would like to come back again on the question of mine before that, when you mentioned about how to accelerate the learning process for everyone. I would say that because I am trainer and I'm consultant too, what I observe during the NLP training in Singapore, I can see that although Barney mentioned that 50% of time, but for me, it's more than 50%. I think it's 70% that we use the time to practice, not only 50%, because you can imagine that 12 days and every model we apply, and you can see that we learn more than 12 models. So you can see 12 models, you apply not only one time, we apply right after the theory, then the next morning we apply again, and then we recap again, and anytime we apply nearly, let's say you learn 12 models, then into the 12 models, we also applied again. So at the end of the training, we also, how can I say, practice, ask all of us to do a kind of a real case study with others. So yes, during the class, we use our own case, but at the end of the class, we use our NLP capability to coach another person in real scenario. So I would say not only 50%, for me, it's more than 70%. So
yeah,
I think,
thank you for saying that. Thank you for saying that. I don't want to promise.
So I think this one, this skills is not only for that, but I also would like to highly appreciate that not only during training, but after the training, the skills enhancement training is also set. That means after the 12 days, after each session, because 12 days is organized by 4 sessions, and the intermediate between the 2 sessions, there is a session what they call skill enhancement training, and every person can practice with other participants, and I think this is the most important part. And not only between the sessions, but after the sessions, after getting the certification, we also have an additional webinar again with other people to share what we have applied in NLP in our daily life.
Yeah. So thank you for saying that. There's a lot of application, follow through, and but the bottom line is this: that in terms of our training, the trainer tried to talk as little as possible. This is one of those sessions that I talk a lot. But in the training session, we want to be able to make the presentation short, crisp, and clear, and then to be able to do what we call demonstration. That means as a trainer, I'm not just saying, I'm able to lead by my own example to show how this technique will work for someone with their real problems using the NLP process. And then people are observing the process, take down notes, and they've got worksheets, right, to guide them on what are the steps they need to take. And then after that, they partner up with someone who has got a real problem at work or personal life. They apply the NLP there with someone else using the NLP process after observing how I did it. And then the team of the people that I'm with will be walking around to be able to observe and give them feedback. And then they come back, they share their learning. They learn from each other's experience. So that's why I said a large part of it has got to do with the training design. The training design is the part that accelerates people's learning. Yeah. Yeah, I also want to add on to what Kim An said, right? So a large part of what she was saying about working with people and working with sales, right? And building rapport with people, it's not so much that, it's not just about applying the technique on someone, but you're actually applying the technique on yourself. That means you are actually being more flexible. You are actually paying more attention. You're showing what we call respect and concern and attentiveness. And you're able to show adaptability and flexibility in slowing down, speeding up, changing the way you say things, and so on and so forth. So it's actually coming from the practitioner that they have actually a lot more flexibility to work with different people. It's not just applying onto other people, it's about applying to self. And then because you are actually changing yourself, you're actually able to provoke a different response from other people.